Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is Libra's Soul Path reading for February 2023. Now, I have to say that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. If you would like to get in contact with me, feel free to drop a comment below in the comment section. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there's only one, and there's a link for that below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, as it is really most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. I would also like to send a heartfelt sense of gratitude and thank you out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much, and again, thank you so much. I'd also like to remind everybody to check your other placements, your sun, moon, and rising signs for a broader picture of what may be going on. You can also check out the mid-month readings that I offer here, as well as the full moon and the new moon readings that I also offer here at Om Oracle Tarot. All right, without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Libra's soul path for February 2023. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights and I only take jumpers from the deck. And while there may be moments of silence, while I may be shuffling the cards, do pay attention to anything that you see within your mind's eye. You may hear a word or some song lyrics. You might smell something that reminds you of something. A strong emotion may bubble up. Do pay attention to these. This is all your intuition playing a role in this reading. So we're not together in the physical. I am connecting to your energy, and so your energy is very much a part of this reading. And in a lot of ways, it's in these moments of silence that the deeper aspect of the reading takes place within yourself. So do pay attention to those. Ooh. All right, one more, please, for our Libras. Thank you. All right, so we have the 10 of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles, the Hermit card, and at the bottom we have the Justice card. So in February, and I feel like this is kind of how February starts, perhaps the end of January. This was starting to kind of creep in, but there has been a painful ending that's taken place for you. You've perhaps been juggling one crisis after the other, it feels like, but it's like there's this painful ending, but also this juggling kind of comes to an end also. And the 10 of Swords also is speaking of an ending, but it also is indicating this rebirth energy that's taking place. This is the blessing of this rebirth. But because of this kind of shadowy energy, you do have this 4 of Pentacles kind of energy where you are kind of, and the Hermit, you're kind of isolating, you're keeping to yourself, you are staying kind of silent about your struggles, and I get the sense you're not really letting a lot of people in to these more vulnerable aspects of yourself. You're really keeping this close to yourself. And with the Hermit, this is speaking about the importance of meditation, doing this important internal work, kind of looking at the past events and finding this new perspective on them. You're definitely going within and doing this soul searching, and finding some level of guidance also. And I feel like in this Hermit mode, there's this light that is lit, and it's kind of like you're with the 4 of Pentacles again, it's like your energy centers become in alignment. They're starting to resonate at a healthy place here. So you are regaining your balance and stability from what has been a rocky past. And at the bottom, we have the Justice card here. So you are kind of dealing with the elements of cause and effect here, in the way that this is playing out. Now you're able to find this new stability and this rebirth because of this ending here. So the cause is this ending, the effect is this newfound stability and truth. So you are coming strong with truth and balance at this time. And this is, after this trial, you do deserve this. This is you getting this well-deserved reprieve from this energy. So we will get a little bit more information. Now we will take 3 cards from the top split and a bottom card, and we'll do the same with the bottom split. All right, please give us 3 cards for what is on Libra's soul path for February 2023. 3 cards, please. All right, Elder Wisdom, Umzo, all right. So we have Elder Wisdom, Umzo, the Devil, and the Death Rider of Despair. So we have the Elder Wisdom card. So in dealing with this painful ending, I feel like you have been seeking counsel from those that you consider either mentors, or this is family elders that you are seeking guidance in this kind of wisdom that comes from living life. You're really asking for this advice, and you have been, on how to navigate this energy, and then how to regain your energy. And then we have the Umzo. So this is really you in this hermit mode, really coming to some realizations about yourself. This is also kind of, you're remembering something in this hermit mode. You're kind of remembering who you truly are beyond the manifest. You're realizing this deeper aspect of yourself through this meditation and this going within, and this is allowing you to release the past. You're letting go of the false here, letting go of something that you've been attached to, because you're realizing certain elements of truth about the past. You're also realizing this truth about yourself, or I feel like remembering the truth about yourself is a better way to put that. And then we have the Devil card. So this painful ending here is kind of stemming from some attachment that may not have always been toxic, but has become toxic, and you kind of feel bound by this energy. There's this feeling of being trapped in this like perpetual 10 of swords kind of energy. It's like this it's felt very drawn out to you, and this is what you're letting go of, are these feelings of being trapped in this kind of oppressive energy. For some of you, this may be depression or anxiety, things like that. For some of you, this is heartache. It's a little bit different for each person, but it's this type of energy that you are releasing. Any ideas of limitations that you have, you're releasing all of this, really. And at the bottom, we have the Death Rider of Despair. So like I was saying earlier, it's this ending is the cause. This catalyst is this kind of unpleasant ending, or unpleasant period is what I feel is a better way to say that. But with this, it marks this new beginning for you. And we have this Death Rider of Despair here. So and in part, this is what you're releasing, or and I feel like on another way to say it, this is what you're up against. This is your hurdle. And I feel like in the first half of February, this getting over this ending and the energy attached to it is the hurdle. So you are coping with feelings of hopelessness. There is this sense of loss. So something has been definitely lost. And for some of you, this is a loss of faith that has taken place due to this energy. So there may be some shame or abandonment tied up into that. But again, this is the energy and the devil. This is what you're letting go of. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Libra's soul path for February 2023. That's too many. 3 cards, please. All right. 3 cards, please, for our Libras. That really wanted to come out of there. All right. Moonlit Escape. Right. Mystic Tree Baba. Okay. So we have Moonlit Escape, Mystic Tree Baba, Sunset, Preservation, and Escaped but Followed. All right, so we have Moonlit Escape. So you are kind of having to do some mental gymnastics to metaphorically sneak away from this energy. You're trying to sidestep it and things like this, which will work for a time. This is like putting a Band-Aid on a large wound. It might keep things okay for a minute, but it's not going to last you the day. So there is this trickery sidestep. This also indicates that the importance of planning out your timing of these things in whatever action you choose to take towards this energy. And we have the moon here, so do pay attention to the planets, the transits, the moon cycles. This can all help give you a good idea about the timing of things. You can also utilize these planetary and moon cycle energies to your benefit, which I highly suggest looking into that. All right. So you are able to escape this devil energy, and you are finding some peace in that. Um, and this is also kind of calling back to this hermit in meditation with the mystic tree Baba. So in doing this, you really do find a lot of spiritual and personal growth as you remember yourself in your power. And this allows you to feel more grounded, and you're kind of taking shelter and shade in this meditative state under the shade of the divine and the spirit, however you word that, whatever your verbiage is for your path. And you are stepping into this kind of period where you feel a lot more self-sufficient, and you're like, I've got this, I can do this, I'm moving forward. And you do, and you're feeling very like calm. You're really in your chill here. Then we have the sunset. So, where was it? Yeah. So there is this completion of this cycle taking place. And this speaks of a painful ending, the Ten of Swords, and this is speaking of a peaceful ending. So this ending is kind of bittersweet, if you will. It's like you know that it's necessary for this ending to take place, but you are leaving something behind, and this is perhaps where the pain comes in. But it is peaceful because now this kind of tumultuous energy, this painful energy, is now ending, and this is this sigh of relief. And it's kind of that feeling when you're had a great day at the beach, and you're just sitting there, maybe having a picnic, watching the sunset over the ocean. This kind of feeling of contentment and just like basking in the beauty of what is kind of this sense of how you're moving forward. You know that you have to prepare for these coming changes because you see that there is this new phase beginning for you, and it is you're a little unsure of what this is leading towards, so you are preparing the best way that you can, and you're making this transition. But with every sunset, when the sun begins to set, the lower it gets in the sky, the more shadows emerge until the shadow of night essentially takes over. So there is these shadows that are going to emerge here. It's like you sidestep these shadowy elements, but there's a few cards indicating that this energy is going to come back for a round or two more. But we have preservation here. So you do have aid in the spirit that is coming to your side here. And the spirit sees the work that you've been doing and is coming in to help you restore balance where there may not be balance. So you do have some protection, and do know that the divine is in control. There's no way around that. The divine is always in control. But do know that this painful period is this rebirth for you. And that you're going to find a lot of freedom and liberation from this. Because this shadow, something about this feels very heavy. It's kind of weighing you down, slowing you down. And so this is all kind of transpired so that you can have this moment to reflect and go within, release these things, and remember who you are. So we have at the bottom, escaped but followed here. So you have sidestepped this energy. You have, it does appear that you have successfully got out from underneath it. You know, the pressure is lifted. Again, you're having this sunset experience, metaphorically speaking. But like I said, when the sun sets, these shadows begin to emerge here. And it's kind of like just when we're starting to feel like, okay, I'm getting free. That's when the shadows will come, because they're coming to test if we're actually finished with them or not. So there is some unfinished business. This energy is going to come back for another round. But now with this new perspective, you can face it in a different way. But do know that these past issues, or for some of you, past traumas do need to be processed. And that is for some of you, when these things come around again, it's because they must be processed, integrated, and released. And then you won't feel trapped by them, or this idea that these can come around again. So you want to face these things kind of head on once you get this reprieve. All right. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Libra's soul path for February 2023. Thank you. Okay. So we have own voice and connection link. So this is asking you to really own your own expression. This is kind of this owning of yourself, to not be ashamed of yourself or your expression, and to really own it and live it. And this is also speaking about the importance of expressing yourself, because you're kind of bottling here. You're bottling some emotions. So there is the importance of expressing these things. And again, you are seeking some guidance from your elders, metaphorically speaking, for some of you. So there is this expression that's taking place. I feel like these truths and this realization that is kind of coming in this hermit mode is really going to give a lot of fuel and stoke the fires of your self-expression here. But the Spirit is saying, whatever comes up, own it. Own it. It's yours. It's there for you for some reason. So, and then we have connection link. So with this past energy, you do feel like as you move forward, it does feel like you have the feeling that you're missing a piece of yourself, like some of it has been scattered along the way. So the Spirit is coming in, and you could almost see this as a soul reclamation. And so the Spirit, in the form of this bird, is collecting these broken pieces that you feel that have been scattered, and they are recollecting them for you. And so where you have felt fragmented, you're becoming whole through this soul reclamation here. But it's this time in this introspective hermit mode that facilitates this for you. All right. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Libra's soul path for February 2023. All right. We have fire and shark. Now, I have to say, in these online readings, this is the first time the shark card has come out. All right. So we have fire. So creation and destruction. So there is something that is, I don't feel destruction might be a strong word for this, but there is this new creation coming out of this ending, and for a lot of you, this is a painful ending. This new beginning that's taking place for you. You are really embodying this new beginning and expression. So again, with this this voice of this self-expression, and connected to the element of fire. So for some of you, it might be poetry. Some of you might be MCs or rappers with the expression of fire. Now that is very specific, so that's might be for just one or two of you. But there is this self-expression that is trying to come through here. And part of this may be the way that you face this shadow energy head on. There is something to be said about positive affirmation, speaking things into existence. They say that the phrase "I am" is kind of a magical phrase or a mystical phrase, because whatever you put after "I am," kind of reality starts to shape around this idea and this vocalization of who you are declaring and what you are declaring that you are. So in this way, the voice is very powerful. And there was a quote, and I forget who said it, but it is like, what is it? Your word has become your wand. So your word is your magic tool, essentially. And then we have shark. So perception. So you are getting this new perception of yourself. And the colors of the Hermit card and this card are very similar. So this new perception, you're getting this heightened focus. But you needed this time kind of to go within to regain your focus, to remember who you are. And fear. So there is fear tied up into this ending and these shadowy elements here, and the fact that this energy is going to come around here. But again, facing this energy head on with this self-expression, these shadows don't really stand a chance. And you are taking action in this direction towards these shadowy energies. So this is a very internal kind of reading that's taking place here. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Libra's soul path for February 2023. The path. All right. The dream. One more, please. All right. So we have the path here. And so this ending and this new beginning is this beginning onto your path. Or I almost feel like a better way to put it is this is you re-engaging with your path. That it may have felt like your path has been on pause while these things are being processed. But this is also a reminder, as you remember who you truly are, that your path has always been the path of the heart, of compassion and love, things like this divine love. This is your path, and this is kind of what you're remembering here. And the dream. So you have had a dream that you have set down due to this struggle here. And so as you remember your path of the heart, you also remember your dream. There's a saying from the movie Waking Life where this little girl says, "Dream is destiny." So this dream is not just your imagination. This is your destiny. And so it is calling you. And this is also a nod to pay close attention to your dreams and keep a journal of these things. And you can look back and notice the synchronicities with everyday events. And here we have planets and the moon here. So again, paying close attention to the planets and the transits, the moon cycles would be really beneficial for you. And then we have, it's a dog eat dog food world. So, and I always use this, but everybody knows the dog that thinks it's a human. So when it's dinner time, it thinks it deserves the human food. And a lot of times people will sneak the dog human food under the table. Now, you shouldn't do that. They need dog food. But the dog identifies as a human. So in its mind, maybe not as an intellectual process, but it thinks to itself, perhaps in pictures of, I am a human. I'm one of you. I am. So it's using this phrase as imagery, I guess, in its head, as I am human. It identifies as a human. And so this is what the universe is providing for it, and this is why it's receiving this human food, is because it actually identifies as a human. This is the reality that it is experiencing because of its identification. So when you use your expression, you face these shadows and you say, I am whatever it is you're going to say after that. The universe will then, especially as you identify with these phrases that you are vocalizing in this self-expression, the universe then begins to deliver what you are affirming with your voice, because you're beginning to identify with this. So again, with this I am. Now, I don't know if what I just said made any sense at all, but this is a callback to using this self-expression and this phrase of I am to direct your course here. All right. Let's get 2 more cards, please. All right. Okay. So we have the Prophet. This one fell on the floor. And silence. So in your dreams, you may be receiving some prophetic messages of the future. You kind of know that this ending is coming, and you realize that there is some level of reclamation necessary. And so you are, like I said, receiving some prophetic messages. Also with this self-expression, you may be uttering prophetic messages yourself. And this person is very wrapped up in close and personal with this serpent. So the serpent represents ancient knowledge, sacred knowledge, things like this. So you are most likely utilizing that. And then we have the silence card here. So, and this lady is holding a skull in her hands next to this 10 of swords. So there's something that you have, like I said, you're bottling emotions. You're also bottling some self-expression here of things that need to be verbalized. They need to be expressed. You have to get, and part of that self-expression is getting rid of some of this these shadows, and these shadows are internal debris and stuck there due to blockages in your energy system. Expressing yourself would definitely help break some of that up, because you're silencing yourself, or there's something about this situation that has caused you to silence yourself here. But the Spirit is asking you now to really use your voice and use this self-expression for your own healing here, because you're moving forward where you have felt stagnant and like stuck. Those things are going to be moving forward for you. So this process would be supercharged if you really utilize your self-expression, your voice. I feel like this phrase, I am, is going to play an important role in this. Who are you? What are you? What do you want to be? What kind of life do you want to have? I am abundant. I am happy. Whatever it is that you're wanting. This phrase is very powerful. All right. Please give us 3 cards for a final message for what would you like to leave Libras with for what's on their soul path for February 2023. 3 cards, please, for a final parting message for our Libras. So we have the Hierophant, the 6 of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. And at the bottom, we have the Queen of Pentacles. All right. So we have the Hierophant, and it doesn't feel like this initially, and even as February kind of wears on, it may not feel like that. But this process is a level up for you. This is a spiritual level up. Internally, you're leveling up. Regardless of what's taking place externally, internally, you are doing this level up work. Also, again, with the Hierophant, you are seeking some level of guidance from those that you consider as an authority figure in your life. And you are doing a lot of learning about yourself in February. You're also receiving a lot of spiritual guidance at this time. And again, you're protected. It may not feel that way, but you definitely are. And so your intuition is becoming a lot stronger in February. But again, this is this spiritual level up. Where this level up is going to feel like it's not happening or it's moving too slow is when we linger on the past with the 6 of Cups. These feelings or memories of the past when things were more difficult. You had this different perception of yourself. These things are definitely going to try to wiggle their way back in. Now, you have to be the one to open the door for them. It's our attention that opens the door. If we give these things our attention, the door is open. But if somebody knocks at the door and you don't answer the door, they go away. And so this is what the Spirit is asking you to do with these old energies, this old identification. There may be some victimhood or some lack mentality tied up into that. Feelings of perhaps being put upon, or you should do this. You've been should upon. And so, again, these things only have power when you give them your attention. So the Spirit is saying, don't give them your attention. Don't go back. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So you are headed on this new adventure here. And this is an internal adventure. And it doesn't feel like a great adventure, but every great story starts with some level of turmoil. And so this is what you're beginning. It's like a lot of people had this like new chapter, end of the old chapter, beginning of the new chapter. You're starting a new book here. This is the end of an old book, and you're picking up a new book. You're writing yourself into a whole new story here. All right. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So you are utilizing what you have at hand. You're not reaching outside of yourself for things or lamenting on things that are out of your grasp. You're really focusing on what you have to work with, and because of that, it's working for you. When we start reaching outside of ourselves, well, I need that and I need that, we become kind of splintered in our energy. But when we focus down and we're really focused on what we have to work with, our energy becomes a little bit more direct here. And so this is what you're doing. And you are nurturing these truths and this level up. And this is really what February is offering you, is strength, because this shift is going to make you stronger. It's going to fill you with more confidence. You're definitely getting this new level of belief of yourself. And this may change some of your spiritual beliefs as well. But you're coming with at least mid-February to the end of February, you're coming with a lot of strength and power. You've been courageous through this dark period, and it does feel like things are going to lift, but it is this going in that is really going to seal the deal for you. So there is a necessity to go within. You have the King of Swords. So again, going within, you're going to find a lot of mental clarity where if things have felt kind of stirred up in your mental soup, if you will. But you're coming into this mental clarity here. And again, finding this truth. You're also discovering this mental power that you have. And this is, I feel, tied up with your self-expression, your voice. But this power of mind, I feel like that's a title of a book or something. But there's something in this harnessing of the mind and its metaphysical abilities here. Here we have the Seven of Wands, excuse me. So you have felt this poke and prod from the universe. So you are kind of in this protective stance. You're definitely holding what you have close to you. But you are persevering through this poke here. You got a couple pokes. And it kind of feels like in this energy, you may not be 100% ready for this as far as logistics go, but internally you are more than ready for this to be over. And it's like with this person, they have two different shoes on, they don't have pants on in this deck, they don't have a belt on, they're really not prepared to look onto them. They're not prepared, but they're facing it head on. So prepared or not, they're persevering through this energy. Oop, I saw what was underneath there. And then we have the Judgment card. So this is this rebirth. This is a new story that's taking place. You've heard the inner calling of the divine. You really are feeling pulled towards this future something here. And we'll probably find out a little bit more about that in the mid-month. But you are being pulled towards something, and you've had this awakening. And this awakening has kind of revitalized your spirit. There's been a quickening of the spirit here. And so you are definitely answering the call back. I saw this, so I must take it. Try not to see what was underneath there. And so this is, even though it doesn't seem like this is leading towards this Nine of Cups energy. This is the dream come true. And where you will feel very satisfied and content within yourself. Regardless of what's taking place externally, internally, you are very satisfied. Internally, it's like this dream come true. And again, your path reminds you of your dream. So whatever your dream is coming true. And with the Nine of Cups here, I always feel like it's like this party is about to pop off. It's about to begin. Drinks for everyone. So this is this kind of energy, metaphorically speaking, that you're stepping into. This dream come true, and this celebration in your honor is on the other side of this. All right, so we will go ahead and leave this reading here. Libras, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement for February. There is some unpleasantness here, but it does appear that you take the proper steps and you actually find more power, and you're able to extricate yourself out of this shadowy kind of energy. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. It really does mean so much, and you are truly most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching, however you're taking this in. Blah, blah, blah. So, Libras, I'll catch y'all on the next go-round. Peace.